Good morning folks, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. Today is a very cool one. We are going to visit the Ho Chi tunnels, just about 56 kilometers away from Saigon. These tunnels were used by the Viet Cong in their war against the Americans and the South Vietnamese army in the 1960s. It's quite an expansive set of tunnels underneath the ground, so really looking forward to seeing this one. If you like the video and get something out of it, please do leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and we're going to be sharing plenty more videos as we explore Vietnam and other countries in Southeast Asia. So come along for the journey with us. So we're waiting currently for our lift to bring us to the Ho Chi tunnels, and a little bit late again, a little bit worried now. There was another tour guide here asking if we were supposed to go with him, but he showed us a list of names and we weren't on that one, so obviously we told him no. But I'd feel a little bit more comfortable if they showed up fairly soon, because don't want to miss this. So finally and thankfully our tour guide has shown up, and he gave us a bit of a scare as well, because he told us there's only space for one and there's obviously two of us, and that doesn't seem to be a problem anymore, which is good. So we're on the way now. Here's the lift, so come on. This bus is absolutely tiny and cramped, but we have to get used to it.
City now have everything. You can do everything here. And here has a lot of people, the same idea like you.
So first stop in the trip was to Lamphat company Handicapped Handicrafts. So basically we stopped here and we were shown the process of how these handicrafts were made, with eggshells and all natural materials as well, which is nice. So 60% of all the products sold here will actually go to victims who were injured in the Vietnamese war with the Americans. So very nice touch as well. They showed us the process of making it right in front of our eyes, and it was so cool to see the skill involved. It was just something else.
On website, we only display here, sell for the people come here, visit handicapped workers and understand our process. When you buy the from here, 60% of money we support handicapped workers. Then you can look around in the showroom, but no photo please, because all design here are unique. Thank you. Yeah.
About 30 more minutes we should be there, and yeah, looking forward to exploring the Ho Chi tunnels. Our tour guide Tommy is so much fun. He's laughing and joking the whole time with everyone, and he is just up for the crack. So Tommy was telling us there on the way not so long ago that Hanoi was the city in Vietnam that suffered the most bombing in the war with the Americans, followed by the centre part of the country, places like Hoi An, Hue, and then obviously you have further down the south a lot of bombs fell in Ho Chi Minh City as well, and obviously in the Ho Chi tunnels they were bombed a lot by the Americans. Once they discovered that they were there, they started to realise that they were being used to kind of undermine their operations there. A lot of people basically lived there throughout the bombing period, so they could even be there for a number of days, which is unbelievable to think that they would survive in such a cramped place for such a long time. The tunnels would have been used as well to supply obviously food for transporting it around the country under the ground, ammunition, getting people to the hospital who were injured in the battle as well. Yeah, so it's really, you can see how valuable it must have been to the Viet Cong in their battle against the Americans. So they showed us a little film there, kind of showing footage of the real life war and how the people travelled through the tunnels, and now we're going to go and actually see them. Wow. Well done.
Very simple, but effective. Now, repair your camera. Repair your camera.
Wait, I'm not ready.
Alright, I'm counting to 3, okay?
Yeah.
So, 3.
너무 아플 거야. 그치, 준서야. 뿅 떨어지면.
Jesus Christ. That's gonna hurt.
자, 누가 해볼까, 이거? 준서가 해볼까?
Actually, this is a fighting drill in the past. Yeah. So, we usually try the fighting bunker next down the nearest entrance like this and jump in after that and move to the other and continue fighting. Guerrilla fighting. Because if you fighting too long at one place, they will lock down. Where are you? After they lock down, what happen next, you know?
You get killed.
Bombing everybody. So that if you make 1 hole, if you make 10 holes, nobody cares. Right? So that after finishing digging tunnel, Vietnamese soldier, we use sharp bamboo empty inside. And we making the air hole.
So this tank that we're actually beside now, the chain on the side was destroyed with a landmine back in 1969, I think you said it was, and it's been here ever since, and it's quite cool to just explore it, and people were getting up on top of it, taking pictures, and yeah, really cool.
Free feeling, okay? This one, when you're falling down, you try to hold the thing from two sides. And look. This spike, come here. Sorry, free feeling. If I introduce so detailedly, it will be really... Just imagine for 2 things. First, barbecue. You know barbecue?
Yeah.
And after that,
Accessory.
massage. So when you're falling down this one, you will get massage and barbecue together. That means from the leg until your head, totally hurt.
Time to go and shoot a gun. So that was a pretty amazing experience. Never done that before. Can take it off the list. Shooting an AK-47 into a range in Vietnam is something pretty amazing when you put it like that. So yeah, to think that people were shooting at each other here in this exact location, killing each other several years ago in the American war here is something that's hard to digest. Obviously this is what happened here. So you can see here just below us a huge big bomb crater from the war. It is absolutely massive.
Good?
All good, Lupe? Enjoy? Difficult? So Lupe just went through the tunnel, about 15 metres I think it was, and she came out the other side, survived, so fair play to her. So something very cool as well that I learned that the Viet Cong used to do here was, in order to fool the Americans, they would make their shoes from an old tyre from a car, but they would put them on the wrong feet, so if they were walking forwards it would actually make it look like to the Americans that they were walking in the opposite direction, which I think is absolutely so clever. Also, another tactic that the Viet Cong used to use against the Americans, which I thought was another brainwave, and yeah, just hard to believe that they actually did this, was when they were planting the landmines, they used to basically put their excrement on the landmine. That way, when the Americans were searching for these landmines with their equipment in the ground, they would obviously push forward with their item that they were using to detect the landmine, and they would then use their hands to start taking away whatever was covering it, like the leaves, the mud, the dirt. And obviously when they discovered it and they put their hands in there, as Tommy was saying, it would leave a psychological mark more than a physical mark on them, because maybe they get infection from that as well. But it's something that I learned new here today as well, and it's as I said, it's just a serious eye-opener and insight really into what would have happened here in the American War. Also, another thing that I was happy with today as well, Tommy actually knew Ireland, which is uncommon so far from my experience in Southeast Asia. Most people would like look at me and be like, where the hell is that? But thankfully, yeah, Tommy, I feel proud today. Someone recognises my home country. Wow. So that's it, we're nearly back at the hotel there now, and what a day is all I can say. Really learned so much again about Vietnamese history, things that I didn't know. It was thought that 45,000 people died defending the Chu Chi tunnels in the Vietnamese War with America. Yeah, and it's just the complex of tunnels itself was amazing to see. I just still can't believe how these people were able to fit and not die of a claustrophobia attack, and to live down there for a number of days with probably limited water, limited food. And now we're just both absolutely exhausted for whatever reason. That tour was only a half day, but we're up at 6:30 and now we just want to go to bed and relax for the rest of the day. If you did like the video, please do subscribe to the channel, that will really help it a lot, and give a like, let us know what you thought in the comments, or if you've been to the Chu Chi tunnels before, let me know what you thought of them. And yeah, look, we're going to be sharing lots more videos over the next few weeks and months of our travels here, so hope you're getting something out of them. And yeah, look, as for now, I'm just going to go straight up to bed, so we'll talk to you in the next one. Good luck.